evening, everyone. I'm Brady Frederick.
And I'm Jasmine Geraci. And here's tonight's update.
A livestock truck overturned on a highway in Utah last week, releasing dozens of pigs onto the road. Most were rounded up, but some managed to escape. They now live independently from society and have even developed their own set of commandments. This is alarming some Mormons, as wild pigs are their natural enemy.
Taco Bell unveiled several new store models named Modern Explorer, California Soul, Heritage, and Urban Edge. The new models feature energy-efficient appliances, reclaimed wood, warm lighting, and open floor plans, so now white people will feel even more comfortable eating there.
What looks like a thief washes their hands regularly and enjoys sneaking into army tanks. Well, apparently raccoons do, like this chubby fellow who became stuck in the hatch of a tank because of his size. He looked like Tyrone from Snatch getting into a car.
A woman in Arkansas is being charged with 7 counts of credit card fraud after using a county credit card for $200,000 worth of personal expenses, including paying bills, buying school lunches, Razorbacks tickets, a diamond bracelet, and last but certainly not least, a tuxedo for her dog that she found on Amazon. Seeing as how remarkably relatable this woman is, we decided to have her on the show. Christy Gross, everyone.
Hey y'all, thanks for having me on the show. How do I look?
You look great. So Christy, you got caught and unfortunately you will have to do your time, but while we're waiting on that sentencing, tell us all about your scheme.
Yeah, so basically I was like, gosh dang it, how am I gonna pay for these bills? And then I saw the county credit card in my wallet and I just went for it. And maybe this was after a couple glasses of Daddy's bourbon, but hey, what's a girl to do on a Tuesday night when the kids are at soccer practice?
Fair enough. So it started with bills, but what about the football tickets, the diamond bracelet, and let's not forget the dog tuxedo?
Oh, yes, of course. Well, after I paid the bills, I thought to my little old self, that was too easy. And so I decided to pick up some season tickets while I was at it. Go Hogs! The diamond bracelet was a little splurge for myself, but hey, diamonds are a girl's best friend. And Freddie, my little Yorkie poo, had nothing to wear to a wedding, so I had to get him a tux.
And my final question, Christy, do you regret it?
Not one bit. I'm going to jail.
Okay then. And now it's time for our favorite professional ranters, Bradley and V, and their segment, Seriously.
Hey everyone, I'm V.
And I'm Brad.
And we're back with
Seriously.
Bad Parent Edition.
Seriously, bad parents.
Seriously.
Tell me more.
Okay, so for this first story, an Oregon man accidentally discharged his rifle while walking back to his truck and injured 2 of his 3 children.
2 of his 3 children. That is definitely not the best parenting right there.
No, definitely not. So the children were taken to hospitals where they were treated for their injuries. But seriously, dude, this could have been way worse.
Way, way worse. Hey, where's the story again coming out of?
Oh, Sweet Home, Oregon.
Sweet Home, Oregon. Yeah. Well, doesn't sound like it's going to be a sweet home when they get home.
No, you got that right. Oh, wait, what do you have for us?
Well, this one's a doozy, V.
Okay,
I think you're going to love it. I think it's hysterical. A couple gave their 3 children, aged 6, 4, and 2, heroin to put them to sleep.
Seriously?
Yep, seriously. Yes, it was reported that the home was filthy and full of rat droppings. They even used needles. The 6-year-old said his parents called it the feel-good medicine.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Oh, this story just drives me crazy.
Well, tell me about it, V. The children were put into foster care and the parents are being held on multiple charges.
Whew. Okay, well, this next story takes us to a Lafayette Taco Bell.
Oh, girl, you know I love my Taco Bell.
You love your Taco Bell.
We were just talking about it.
But the kid in this story certainly won't love it ever again because he was left there.
I don't know if I believe that, V. You just give me a quesalupa and a Baja Blast, and I am good to go.
That's true. Except this kid was only 7 years old and was left there by his drunk mother.
Seriously?
Seriously. But she's facing some charges. But, like, what's wrong with these parents?
Seriously. Okay,
Seriously.
so this last one finds a wife chasing her husband with some scissors over a potato.
A potato?
A potato. The husband claims he was preparing dinner when his wife came out and said, quote, "I don't want a potato," end quote. And
Wait. Why, like, who wouldn't want a potato?
no, my thoughts exactly, V. Anyways, though, the wife began to throw items from their freezer at their husband, including a burrito. R.I.P. burrito.
A burrito?
A burrito. Seriously.
Seriously, does this woman, like, hate good food? I mean, I don't understand.
I don't understand.
First a potato, now a burrito.
Well, and then the husband claims that his wife began to chase him around the house with the scissors. But the worst part of all of this is she did it in front of their 6-year-old daughter.
Another terrible parent.
Seriously.
Seriously. Well, that's all for this Bad Parent edition of Seriously.
Back to the desk.
Continuing with the animal theme, a parrot recently outed a man for having an affair. His wife became suspicious when the bird repeated conversations the husband had with his mistress. It comes as no surprise that his mistress was the maid. The only non-cliche of the story is the parrot. I hope this isn't one of those shoot the messenger type of situations. Anyway, the story isn't over for this parrot who recently set up his own marriage counseling practice.
A team from Texas won the RoboCup Challenge in Beijing, where participants program robots under 2 feet tall to play the game of soccer, and you've got to see it. Surprisingly, even more painful than watching uncoordinated 5-year-olds take the field. A stray kitten interrupted a Turkish news broadcast, and apparently it brought in the highest ratings the show has ever received.
The cat will now have its own talk show named Late Night with Seth Meowers,
Jimmy Feline,
David Litterman,
Anderson Scooper,
Miala Kunis,
Margaret Scratcher,
Katye West.
Jasmine Scarachi.
Well, I can't really top that one. You may have heard of the Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte for calling both Obama and the Pope a son of a chore, or maybe for his declaration that everyone in the country should kill all drug dealers and people who do drugs. This has resulted in damaged relations with other countries as well as thousands of deaths. Things sound bad, but no worries, people of the Philippines. President Duterte has now said that God has spoken to him and told him to change his ways. God told him he needed to stop cursing. So now you all no longer have to worry about hearing that potty mouth on TV while all that senseless murder is happening in the streets. You may be living in fear, but at least your ears will be pure.
In New York, a woman is suing KFC for $20 million over false advertisement because her family bucket was only filled halfway. We have the pleasure of having her on the show this evening. Really, guys? This is my story tonight? This is my guest? You're gonna give Jazz all the good guests every week. You're gonna give me the KFC girl. Really? All right. Thanks. Anna Wurzberger, everyone.
Well, hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you all. I brought some homemade soup in case you get hungry.
Oh, thanks. I'm all right though. I'm not a huge fan of soup.
Well, lucky for you, I also have a protein bar.
I'm fine. Oh, that is
A growing boy like you needs your protein.
that is really dry. Ugh, it's so stale. All right. Well, thanks, Miss Wurzberger. So, you're suing one of the largest chain restaurants in the nation. Why?
Simple. There is not enough chicken in those buckets. How am I supposed to feed my family with a measly half bucket of chicken?
Well, KFC has been selling that family bucket for years now, and no one else has ever complained.
It's the principle, dear Brady. So cute. Every night, I sit down to watch my mysteries, and I see a KFC commercial. And let me tell you, those buckets are overflowing. So I decide to get one myself. And it's not even all the way full. I look at that bucket, and I say to myself, no wonder I see so many skinny little munchkins in the street. They are not getting enough supper.
Well, I can say those commercials are a little unrealistic, but haven't you heard of childhood obesity?
In my day, yes, children were a little bit chunky. But you've got to put some meat on those bones, Brady. This is a huge problem in our society.
Well, thanks for sharing your unique ideas with us. I guess it's all about whether you see the bucket of fried chicken as half full or half empty.
Oh, I see what you did. That's good. Here, you know what? I'll just leave this with you.
You know, that's okay. I'm not, that's,
No, I made it. It's for you.
yeah, that's not soup.
It's
You can-
it's with love.
All right. Anna Wurzberger, everyone.
Goodbye.
A hairstylist used pepper spray on a client after she was reportedly unhappy with her haircut. The woman was apparently advertising her services online and worked out of her apartment. With that kind of situation, the client should have known something was going to go wrong. At least the client wasn't able to see how bad that dye job was.
A Texas A&M freshman was arrested last week after crashing her SUV into the back of a police car close to campus. Pretty rough Saturday night, huh? Well, it gets worse. While approaching her vehicle, the cop noticed that the teenager was fumbling to put her shirt back on. When the cop asked the young woman why she wasn't wearing any clothes, she confirmed the unthinkable. She was trying to take a nude picture to send to her boyfriend. And that's about the time when the cop noticed the open bottle of wine in the center console. She was charged with perpetuating almost all the stereotypes of college students.
One of the biggest stories of this past week was the announcement that the drug trial for a form of 96% effective male birth control was halted due to complaints about the side effects. Men participating in the trial experienced acne, mood swings, and altered libido. So, pretty much exactly what us women experience every day from our birth control. Some of the men even said that they were experiencing emotional disorders, crying. Another frustrating fact, 75% of the participants said they'd be willing to use this form of birth control in their lives when the trial was stopped. So, what's the deal? Here with us to discuss is Stephen Meyer, a participant in the trial. So, Stephen, what was it like being a part of this trial?
Honestly, it was truly awful. The drug made me so emotional. I cried after the last home game, and we didn't even lose. We won.
Okay, but did you know that women on birth control experience that kind of thing almost every day? What's wrong with crying every once in a while if it safely prevents pregnancy?
I'm a guy. I have my manhood to worry about. I can't go around crying everywhere.
Oh, so women are the only ones that should have to deal with these side effects.
No. Women cry and stuff all the time in the first place, so it's totally normal for them. I shouldn't have to get all depressed just to lower my sperm count when chicks can just pop a pill and call it good.
Okay, did you know that oral contraceptives like the pill can cause depression as well?
No.
You know what? I've tried to stay calm throughout this, but I can't take it anymore. Women have been going through all these symptoms and more for years. Male birth control is 96% effective, and you're telling me just because you are feeling emotional and getting some muscle pains, they're stopping the study? This is ridiculous. You all are just a bunch of babies crying over spilled milk here, but I guess you'd rather have a baby than take a shot that will help you prevent one. Just last week, 3 of my girlfriends felt negative side effects from their birth control. Judy on the IUD said she was craving pickles and peanut butter. Like, ew. Gigi on the pill woke up with extreme nausea and couldn't get out of bed. And Cynthia on the shot lost half of her hair. So don't tell me you are suffering the effects, because women have been suffering from them for way longer.
You must be one of those feminists I've heard about.
Stephen Meyer, everyone. I hate men!
Yeah, well, we are the worst. I guess I'll close out the show tonight. I'm Brady Frederick, and that was Jasmine Dirachi. Good night, everyone.